Today is the last day of Blazing, guys. Yeah, it's already here. Now, technically, it doesn't shut down until tomorrow night, at least at my time. But this is the last 24 hours of Blazing. And you know what? I just want to sit down and play it and just have some fun. After the shutdown was announced, I didn't really touch it that much, or I could have got to the 1,000 day mark. But it's been quite a journey. The most fun I probably had with this game was, to be honest, before YouTube, just because of how new the game was to me back then. Like logging into Blazing after work or after school or what have you, and just playing it, it was so much fun. Hearing that background music, which I haven't had turned on in a long time, or just playing with my friend, having him help me grind missions because I was nowhere near capable to do it myself. It was a good feeling. It was a very good feeling. And that was at like the beginning of 2018, around there, 3 years ago. That's the time that I remember. But even before that, it was just such a fun game to play. And it sucks. Last 24 hours. But you know what? I just want to sit down today. I just want to play some Blazing. I've actually missed playing it. I think I killed the game for myself personally, just because I played it for so long every day for videos or just to grind it, and it killed it for me. But not touching it for a month and a half ish, it's made me miss it so much. So today we're gonna sit down and we're gonna play some Naruto Blazing. And you know what? I'm just gonna do what I always loved best about this game, and that's just playing a super impact and just doing a summon. That was always my favorite thing. I loved the PvE aspects of the game more than PvP, so I'm gonna jump into a super impact and then we'll do a summon, guys. Alright, so I decided to do the Obito Raid. It's been a long time since I played this raid, man. If I'm right, it came out in what, late 2018? It's been quite a while. I never did get that Kakashi that had the effect. Never did, but you know what? That's fine. We have the Rinnegan 7-star Sasuke nowadays, and he can make short work of this. You know what I'm really sad about is that we never did get another Sage's 6-pass Madara, or even a 7-star of any of the old units again. Sage's 6-pass Madara definitely needed one, to be honest with you. That was a really hype banner, and those were the good days, man. Those were the good days. So let's go ahead and just do this. Definitely a lot easier to run this right nowadays. But I really miss the gameplay. I miss the gameplay of Blazing. It's very simple, but at the same time it's so much fun. And I think this game spoils us a lot too, because we get health reflective of the whole team. So you can literally just let one person stall and you're fine. You can choose literally how much damage you want to take, and to me that's great. I definitely miss that. This game has so many cool mechanics, just being able to switch out to the other person, building up chakra by leaving them out. It's so, I don't know how to explain it. This game was so unique in so many ways. I fell in love with how the actual style of the gameplay was, but even now it's still just, it's so interesting to me. Like no other game, at least in the Naruto category, feels the same as this. And I think that's very telling that Blazing did something really well with that. I'm gonna miss this gameplay the most. I hope that they come out with another game that's like this. Whether you believe in the banners or the characters that we got a lot towards the end or anything, the gameplay of Blazing was always interesting and it was always fun. Even the hardest mission, you could find some way around it, and that's really cool in my opinion. So I'm just gonna stall up for Sasuke. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I honestly hope they come out with another game. I hope they come out with another game that has this type of gameplay, because it's unique. It's very unique. Let's go ahead and kill off Obito. He does have the damage reduction up though. And we'll go ahead and finish this. I think adding skip tickets as they did so late into the game too was kind of a mistake, because at that point you didn't really need it. Honestly, we didn't have that for such a long time, and you had to grind. You had to grind Blazing, man. You really did. And this sucks. Let's go ahead and kill off Obito, and we'll move on to the next one. I'm completely fine with spending my last day of Blazing just doing this and playing what it is that I love. For those of you guys who continuously play the game and still have supported up until the shutdown, I think that's really cool of you guys, because there's no incentive to play anymore except for just fun. And I think that that's something that we can all agree we're gonna miss about this game. It's just the fun. We are. At the core, Blazing was still one of my favorite Naruto games. It's not my most favorite. I honestly would have to say it's probably like my second. I would used to say that would maybe be below all of the Storm games, but when I really think about Naruto Blazing, to me it's an extension of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. And it's like a multiplayer. I never really played online matches on Storm 4 because I'm not that good at it. I just love the story mode, of course. But to me, this was an extension of that. Blazing was the multiplayer component of Storm 4, where you could have PvP on here, but a lot of this game takes things from Storm 4, whether it be the ults, how they look, the team ults later on. They took a lot from Storm, and this felt like a very good counterpart alongside it. So I think that that's why I'm gonna miss this game a lot. It reminds me a lot of my favorite Naruto game, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So I wonder what is gonna come next for Naruto. I wonder if, like, once Blazing fully shuts down, are they gonna go ahead and give us another game made by the same kind of team that worked on Blazing? I would love that. These artists that worked on Blazing are some of the best artists that I've seen for a game in a while. It's such a great game with the art, and they did such a good job. I'm gonna miss that the most, honestly, too, is the artwork, because no other Naruto game quite has the style that I like as Blazing does. So I'm definitely gonna miss that. Alright, time to finish my last raid on Naruto Blazing. I'm gonna go ahead and use my latent skill with this Sasuke, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my latent skill with the other Sasuke. And you know what? I'm gonna miss this raid too. Some of the earlier super impacts were a lot more fun, in my opinion, than the later ones. But one thing I will say as well is that there was never a super impact that you couldn't defeat without the Blazing Fest unit. It might have felt that way, and it might have been extremely difficult without it, but there was always a way, and that completes the final mission. Alright, now we move on to the final summon, guys. I'm gonna do it on Blazing Festival, because Blazing Fest was always my favorite. I liked what they were thinking with 7 stars, but the way they implemented it wasn't my favorite. A lot of people think Blazing Bash is where they ruined PvP. I personally never summoned on it too much, but Blazing Fest is where it was. For 3/4 of Naruto Blazing's life, this is where you got the anniversary units. So this is the thing, in my opinion, that matters the most. All of the event characters, every single event character aside from the 7 stars, you got from here, and I feel like that's special. So let's go ahead and hop into my final summon on Blazing. And I just hope that you know what, I'm not even hoping for anything. If I get shafted, it's okay. It's okay. Just this once, I will let it slide. So we'll see. Can I even get Sakura? Is Sakura gonna come out for me? That would be great. That would be great. We did get Sakura-chan. Oh man, I remember back in the day when Kabuki used to yell so loud when he got Sakura. Those were the good days. Let's see what I got. 2 golds. You know what? I will take it. I will take it. Let's see what it is that I get. Is it gonna be a character that I never got? Extremely unlikely. Edo Nagato from back in the day. Okay. And the 10 Tails Obito. That's my second copy. I never did get that guy again. I got him from the guaranteed pool. You know what? I will take that. My last 5-star and or 6-star character that I get being Obito in his 10 Tails form. You know what? I'm happy with that. This is gonna wrap it up, guys. This is the end of Blazing. It's been a long journey. You have about 24 hours, as I said, to play this game. And for those of you who have stuck with me so long through all of this grinding, all of this collecting, so many videos, the game that I grinded on the most for YouTube, and just in general, thank you guys so much for that. It means the world, and hopefully we get another game like this, and I see you all in the future. But for now, this is goodbye on Blazing.